eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me. Feel alive, make it last forever. Stop in time, yeah, I'm surrendering. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me move. Can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me. Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move.
Alrighty, mic is on. Background desktop is off. Chad clearing throat. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Anime Night. I know, sorry I'm about a minute late. I was at a barbecue with my younger sister and her new husband, so we were just having a good time. Then I was like, snap, I live like 5 minutes away and the stream's about to start. So I'm really sorry about that. Welcome to Anime Night, the night where we all hang out, come together. It's Saturday. We can get our popcorns. We can get our sodas, even though I don't drink soda anymore. I drink stevia, sweetened, bubbly flavored water. If you can even call that a soda, it's an abomination of science. This week, if you can't tell by the background, we are watching the very first 2 episodes of Naruto. And I had, out of probably every anime character I've ever watched, I don't think I've ever had more of an affinity for a character than Naruto Uzumaki. I started watching the show on Toonami when I was a little kid, about his age actually. And when the Shippuden time skip happened, I was about the age Naruto was when the time skip happened. And I was also a kid that wasn't, I didn't have a lot of friends, and I felt, I'm sure like a lot of anime watchers, a bit like an outcast, like I didn't fit in. And so watching this kid who's like, I'll show you all. And then he, all the way at the end, he's all the entire time has a goal, and he's going for it, and he's going to do it his way. And I just find such an affinity for that, for everything that I've done, not just with the channel, but my goals in Japanese, my goals in fitness, and everything else that's going on. So I do love Naruto. I'm not one of those fanboys that can't, see anything wrong with it. I understand filler arcs and all that stuff, but we're not watching filler arcs. We're watching episodes 1 and 2. Hopefully I've given you guys enough time who've been here before to load it up. If not, and you're not quite sure what's going on, you're like, Chad, what the heck's happening? I'd be happy to explain. If you go into the description down below, I'm looking at it myself, you'll see the Welcome to Anime Night movie live stream, the thing that is right there in front. You can support the channel with tips and donations, be it through Streamlabs or through I think that the YouTube version is, excuse me, I'm getting hiccupy. I think the YouTube version is Super Chat. Tips are never ever required, but they are welcomed, and I do appreciate it. You can also join the Discord server. We have like 280 some odd people on the Discord that we just talk all week long. So if you don't get enough Chad just on the Wednesday video and Saturday video, feel free to hop onto that. Below that is the link. Now, of course, I would love to show the video on stream. Who wouldn't? But this is YouTube, and we have to be realistic. I am on Twitch, and I'll be on Twitch after this live stream, actually. But for the video, I can't put it on there. So, what is a young, handsome boy to do? Well, I put a link in the description. You can watch it with me while you're watching it with me. So So Chad isn't chewing his words. So we don't get out of sync. I do have a timer, which I'm pulling up right now. I didn't have it pulled up before because I was a little late. But I'll just give you guys a little tester. Right there in the corner, right there. See, it's 28, 24, 25, 26. I'm going to restart that from 0. And that'll be where we are at in the anime. So you can always leave, go get your snacks, go to the bathroom, go to the little young Hokage's room if you have to. Meanwhile, as long as we're watching, you guys can ask me about anything. We can chat and talk. And I am looking forward to this one greatly. I love Naruto. I don't care. I know it has its haters. It's just something I really love. Let's start the anime up, and then I can catch up on chat, shall we? Where's my page with the anime up? We will begin the anime in 3, 2, 1. Press that start button, boys. Alrighty, before I start, like always, I'm actually going to turn this down just a touch. I always like to say hi to everybody. So, Erica Turner, what's going on? Glad you make it. Reverse, we were talking a bit in the chat before. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Pokemon Fan 21. Pokemon Fan 21 with the $1 tip. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Henry, your package will be in the mail Monday. I was so dumb busy all day today, and I'm really sorry, but it'll be in the mail on Monday, and I'll send you your tracking info. I hope the move went well and it wasn't too stressful on you. Canny, welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, now let's catch up. Naruto's my first anime I watched. Really? I don't know if Naruto's the first anime. Oh, no, it wasn't. Mine was definitely a Ghibli film, but I didn't know what anime was. When I first learned that anime was a thing, Naruto was on the list of things that were the first I watched. When someone said anime's different from cartoons, I think it was this. It was that Toonami stuff, right? This and Bleach, Inuyasha, that type of stuff. Canny, I can't believe you made it, man. It's good to see you again. How have things been? The young Hokage's room. You're ridiculous, Chad. Yes, I'm very tired. And tired, Chad, says very dumb and stupid. I can read that now. Sweet. I didn't realize. Oh, I remember watching this as a kid, and I had no idea what he wrote. And, it was Aho and Baka on the faces. Being able to, I haven't seen this episode since the first time I watched the show. That makes me feel so good. Man, guys, you want to talk about progress? I finished moving in yesterday. How do you like it so far? You're in, actually, I guess I don't want to say it in public, but I don't know which island you're on, but it looks, I've always looked at that and been like, oh, that looks nice. When I actually watched anime, someone made me watch Angel Beats. Yeah, so the first anime night that I had, I think both on this channel and when I was with my friends and we had an anime night every Saturday, I think it was Angel Beats 2. That was the first one. Unless I'm mistaken, but I'm pretty sure that was the first one. I'm good, how are you? I'm doing good. I'm tired, but not so tired that I can't chill. And that's the point. Although I will say, this is the first time I've heard this in anime, and I don't... Or, first time I heard this in anime. God, I'm tired. First time I heard this in Japanese. I don't like the voices already. It just doesn't sound like the students I know, you know? Yeah. I'm not about that life, man. Come on, can't I watch this in English? I doubt it. Nah, only subtitles. It's so annoying. Bad words. I'm in Honolulu. Oh, okay. Is that kind of touristy? I don't know. Rebecca Felgate is so cute. I'd marry her in a heartbeat. Who's Rebecca Felgate? Makes sense. Datte is the worst anime phrase. Yeah, I remember when I was first reading the Naruto mangas in Japanese, I was like, what the heck is going on here? I had no idea that there was, like, almost a meme at that point of people, like, language learners wanting to seem cool by going, there's no way to translate this. You can. It just doesn't sound good in English, and it's freaking odd. And it sounds weird to Japanese people. That's why he does it. Yeah, I prefer his other voice. The sensei's voice there is a little too high for me, but oh well, beggars can't be choosers, right? I've never watched Naruto, but my first anime was Guyver. Actually, I don't know Guyver. Let's check that out. What is Guyver? Oops, sorry. Lord knows I'm gonna look it up. It's like a porn site or something. Guyver. Guyver, the bio-boosted armor. Have I seen this before? This looks very familiar, but I don't know if I watched... Maybe I've just seen this character around. I don't know if I actually watched this or not. It does look cool, though. Oh, I definitely saw this live action. This live action suit looks very familiar. So I probably saw... 1991. I probably saw the movie of whatever this is. Yoshi. He really pronounces the she. I don't normally hear people say Yosh with like a Yoshi. Boing boing. Justin, what's going on, man? After this is done, by the way, I need your help in the Minecraft server. Not a mod thing. Just need help because I'm building a, I'm building a dust, like, what do they call those things? A blaze rod thing. And I already have it set up so they don't spawn, but then when I started digging out the floor, they started spawning, and I kept dying, and now I'm mad. So I need help. I need someone to defend me while I finish the spawner. Or while I finish the farm, sorry. The other islands' populations combined is less than half that. Oh, geez. So it is, like, really populated. Honolulu is the biggest city with a population of 1 million. Geez, I think that's more than... I live in Denver. That's gotta be more than... How many are in Denver? What's Denver population? It's a lot more now than it used to be. Well, 2011's not even... Oh, here it is. Metro population. 2 million. So here's the funny thing. Pot became legal in Colorado, I think, in 2012, in case you guys are wondering. So 2011, there was 600,000 people in Denver, the population. Now that pot was legal, this is, I don't know when this date was taken, but now it's 2.9 million people. That's how many people moved there because pot became legal. It's so many people. What does it mean then? I was told it was nonsense. So date is like therefore because you add it. It's kind of like, it's not an interjection. What would you call date? What is the appropriate term? Because Chad's teaching Japanese now. Ba being, there's usually a ba form of verbs. There's not a ba form of that. But ba is, you can add it in a lot of old Japanese books. They just add ba. It's almost like you add it like nada. Like you can add nada to the end of something and make it an if. Like, what do they call it? A causation. Oh, what's the English? Not causative. What is it? It's a thing where it's like if this, then that, the if. So it's like, but, and then you have if with the interjection, and then yo is just an exclamation point. It adds emphasis to the sentence. Like I said, it doesn't translate cleanly. It's just, and each part of it has a meaning. Date is a thing, ba is a thing, and yo is a thing. It's not technically nonsense. Like, those things mean something. It's just not, it doesn't come cleanly into English. Live action was 1991. Okay, yeah, I definitely saw that one. What about your book? Oh, gosh, I feel bad promoting it this early. But for people who are not aware, I mean, you guys will be the first, how many people are watching? 12? You'll be the first 12 people to find out. I got a book published. I know. Weird. So I've never done this before, so I don't want to, I don't want to give you guys weird dates. I'll tell you exactly what I know now. The final copy of it that the publisher accepted, my final draft, got picked up. Right now, it's with my editor in the UK. She's very nice. Her name's Salem, or I think I've only ever emailed her, but it's Selome. I think it's Salem. She's doing a lot of the main first revisions that should be done on. Is today Saturday? Should be done on Monday. I got a week deadline to make the changes. I have to send it back for second copyright not copywriting, copy editing, and then hopefully from then it's copyright worthy. And if that's the case, it'll be published on September 13th worldwide. You could buy it. It's not, by the way, I'll tell you this now. I won't tell you exactly what it is. It has nothing to do with Japan. Nothing. It is like a legit book that I wrote. That it's not like, here's my textbook to learn Japanese. It has nothing to do with that. But I just got it picked up. We're in the very early phases of actually getting it to printing and getting it widely available to everybody. So I figured I would tell people about it now. I'll make a video about it when it gets a little bit closer. So if anyone wants to pre-order it, but you can get it, you should be able to get it on Kindle or paperback if you guys want physical copies. I got you, fam. Thanks, Justin. me and Ethan were going at it, trying to get it to figure out how to get these things to not spawn, and they just kept jacking our stuff. It's like a population. Henry, go home. You're drunk. Becomes nonsense because Naruto says it in too many weird contexts. Yeah, I will say this: the instances that he says it does not lend credence to there actually being meaning there. He uses it in a lot of weird ways, but, whatever. Chad Zimmer author. Yeah, technically, right? My first anime was Pokemon, and I love Better Tales from Earth and Sea. I mean, honestly, if I had a first anime, it was probably Pokemon, because we all watched that in, first grade before any of us knew what an anime was. But I consider that so, internationalized that, I don't know, in my head, when I think of anime, Pokemon's not usually on the list. You know what I mean? So it'd be basically because I believe, but grammatically messed up. And not even believe. There's not really a believe in there, right? So date is it's hard to explain. The thing is, I use it in Japanese, but it's hard to put it into English. Date is an interjection that you use. And then ba is an if. It's if this, then that. Ba is usually used that. Normally, there's a ba form with verbs, but in, really old Japanese. If you guys have read Some Prefer, one of my favorite books in Japanese. Here. I'll put a link. Oh, sorry. I don't want to use the Japanese keyboard on my PC, because it's, actually, I don't really know how to use the kanji very well. I could type it in kana, but that would piss me off. They made the English Some Prefer Nettles, which is so dumb. But it's one of my favorite books. And that one, they use the ba form unconditionally, so they don't have it in a verb ba form. They just add ba for conditions. That's why you don't want to freaking read old Japanese. You'll be like, what the hell's going on? Even I'm still what the hell's going on? England editor? Well, she's English. I'm sure I said England and didn't realize it, but Friday the 13th? Yeah, essentially. You published a book? How did I miss this? Well, it's up. It got picked up for publishing. It's not out to print yet. We're on. There's like a whole list of things that we have to get done. We're on first copy editing, and then when I get the corrections back, I have to go over them and fix stuff, and then make sure the editor isn't like putting a lot of her own voice in there or missing something, and then it goes back to the editor. Bad luck date. It's a for my D&D group, it's a great luck date. That's why I'm sending it out then. If I believe, and he's hoping people won't notice he sounds dumb. Again, there's no believe, right? There's no the word believe isn't in there. It's just like I said, it's hard to explain. So you're planning on translating your own book into Japanese? I mean, I can. It just seems it's like right now, before I have my indexes, my front pages, and the blank pages used for formatting, it's 106 pages. I can, but I don't know why I would. I do have 2 Japanese friends that want them, so maybe I actually will as like a hobby, but I'm not going to do it now because it'll come out on the 13th. My school starts again on the 17th, and I'm going to be too busy. Then I'll be in Japan all of October. Not going to have time. I'll come back, and then I have the N2, the N2 on December 2nd. My school stops on the 17th, and then I'm on winter break. So maybe winter break. Winter break might be the time I do it. The ancient Japanese were like, what the hell's going on, Chad? I wouldn't call it ancient. Like, some prefer Nettles was like, I think post-war, or was it pre-war? Oh, it was pre-war, 1928. Okay. Well, I guess it was a newspaper serial until 1929, and then it got put as a book. Okay, well, that's fair. You guys know what I mean. Like, it was a pre-war book. It's not ancient. It's just even back then, they spoke differently. Not like a completely different language level differently, but they did speak differently. In fact, I wrote a 50-page paper for my last semester that was all about how I think it was the translations of John in the Bible changed from like the late 1800s, which is not that long ago when you think about it, to now. And you could see, like, if you can read Japanese, you should totally look at different variations of how the Bible's changed, because it's always been translated into common tongue, so like how the people speak at that time. And you could see the language literally progress and move. It's freaking weird. I don't know anything. I'm dumb. Bro, that's how I feel all the time. People ask me stuff, and I'm so bad at explaining, like Japanese, like, especially linguistic words. If you're like, hey, Chad, what's the causative form? Well, that's a bad example, because I guess I know that. But, like, what's one of those weird linguistic terms, like, genitive form of verbs? The only reason I know genitive form is because I had to take Greek class, and it kind of was forced upon me. But if you were to ask, like, hey, Chad, like, if you were to ask me in Japanese, even though I knew, like, genitives and how to make them in Japanese, I couldn't tell you what a genitive was because I hate linguistic terms. The Bible is weird. I agree. But it does kind of show off how the common person, talked back then, because that's what you would always translate for, is how the people in that age talk, which is really cool. I want to see what the OG ancient papyrus said of Japan. So Japanese writing system isn't that ancient. Because they had a spoken language, but they didn't really have a written language until, let's see. I'm going to guess first. I'm going to say 1200s at the earliest. They had a writing system at the 1200s. That's the earliest. That's my guess. Let's see. Does it give me some basic dates? So, kanjis. Do you have some kind of just some basic dates? Well, yeah, orthography would be around since the 4th century, but that's because they had a spoken language. What's like the oldest Japanese, like, writing we have? Let's see. Oldest Japanese. This will be more of an indicator. Yeah, so think about this. The oldest Japanese book that we have is 712. So that's about almost 3,000 years earlier than what Japanese claim their oldest histories are. we just don't have that old of text from Japan. Japan's texts, the oldest written text that we have is in the 700s. But that wiki article said there's a writing system since the 4th century. Does it have citation? It doesn't. What do you know? It doesn't have citation. Who would have guessed? Japan's first encounters with Chinese characters. Oh, this is why. May have come as early as the 1st century. Okay, so that's... Yeah. No. The first encounter was definitely the gold seal they're talking about here. I went to a museum and saw that seal. It was actually found in Fukuoka, where I'm from. However, it's unlikely that the Japanese became literate in Chinese and anything earlier than the 9th century. So initially, Chinese characters were not used for writing Japanese, as literacy meant fluency in classical Chinese, not in the vernacular. So again, just because they had Chinese characters in the 4th century doesn't mean it correlated to Japanese. Japan didn't have a formal writing system. The earliest written history of Japan is the Kojiki, which is what I was quoting, which was 712. So again, when people go, oh, this language is like 3,000 years old, well, poo. The language might be, but definitely not the writing system. The writing system that we have is fairly new compared to a lot of writing systems. Japan stole from China. Yeah, well, they didn't have kana prior to China, right? China came in and they took pieces of Chinese kanjis and made their syllabary. Syllabary, is that how you pronounce it? Orthography? Kanatsukai. Kanatsukai. With a D. Hopefully you guys can hear that. Can't find Japanese manga anywhere. It's making me lose my mind. B, if you're in America, you can join the manga club. $25 a month, 4 new mangas every month. Basically one new a week. So, Chad, what's a copa? I hate you. Des. It's des. Sorry, that was my phone text messages. I'm from the 9th century. I'm partial to the 11th century. I really want to go back and see like the rock star popes and how crazy their lives were. I'm not Catholic, but they just lived such crazy lives. I think they did, but it's being overlooked heavily. I don't know what that's in context to. Sorry, I don't know what that's from. But yeah, it's just fun fact for everybody, you know. I totally would. I'm in Canada. Oh, I want to start a Canadian chapter, but it's so expensive. It's way more expensive. Like, it's so expensive that I wouldn't even offer it and go, hey, maybe someone will pay this, just because I respect my fans too much. It's literally that much. I bet if we go back archaeologically, we'd find written language of some sort. So we have pieces from way before 700s, right? My favorite period in Japan, it's the one with those crazy clay pots. Gosh, I went to the national... I'm going to go again in October. I went to the national... it's like their version of the Natural History Museum, but it's for specific to Japanese culture. We have stuff from, like, the 1st century in Japan. Like, we have physical items, but nothing is written because they didn't have a writing system. They just didn't have anything that we've ever found in all. And by the way, Japan keeps everything. Everything is a national monument. Everything is like a World Heritage Site. And in all of that archaeology and all of that history, we've never found jack squat before the 700s because it just didn't exist. In fact, the histories that we have saying that Japan's like, what is it? 2 in the extra 3,000 years old comes from the Kojiki, which is in the 700s. And if we are to believe that, in case you guys don't know, our oldest versions of the Old Testament we have complete versions of the Old Testament from the 1st century. And people go, well, we don't know. That could be a story passed down. But for some reason, we're trusting the Kojiki as being an accurate representation of historical events. It's weird. What chapters are we watching? We're watching... First, we're on episode 1-1 right now. 16 minutes, 20 seconds. Watashi wa Coppola desu. Isn't there a famous director called Coppola? It's like Francis Coppola? I am playing the mobile games. I'm a fanboy now. By the way, my girlfriend is Japanese. I learned speaking just with her and hanging out. I haven't learned any kanji at all. Eduardo, you are not in the minority. I know a lot of people that learn Japanese just by talking to people, just by hanging out with people. I also know people that say they're doing that and then end up never learning the language very well. I know both cases, but you're not alone. There are a lot of people that do that. In fact, most of my language gains, right? You know how you work out, you got gains? Most of my language gains have not come from a classroom. They've come from me hanging out with friends. So, I want to go on an archaeology internship. That'd be epic. I mean, Japan's a cool place to do it. Probably. So, Japan, because of like volcanoes, they're very wet. A lot of stuff isn't preserved. So, I don't know. If you had to say, Chad, do an archaeology thing somewhere, I'd probably go for Greece. It's more arid and a lot more stuff stays. So, you could find a lot more stuff. Not that I'm giving you any advice, but that's what I want to do. So my language partner when I was in Greek class, her name's Evie. She is Greek, lives in Greece. She is in school for archaeology and anthropology. And then one of my good friends, Pereirs from high school, did a lot of her internships for her anthropology degree in Greece too. This is so nostalgic. I know. Dude, I used to be the biggest weeb for Naruto. I have a headband. If I turn the corner over there, I have a prop trunk. I know, I'm a dweeb. I have a prop trunk full of costumes. And I guarantee you my Naruto headband's over there. I never got into Naruto. I think Naruto is one of those things, if you were not the age of Naruto when you started watching it, it seems childish and not really what a lot of people would want to watch. But for the people who were watching Naruto when they were roughly the age of Naruto, this was the best of the best show on the face of the earth. In my opinion, obviously. I just love this show. Since I think there have been other knowledge dumps and book burnings, yep, it's suspicious. So again, that could totally be possible. It is completely possible that Japan had some sort of, it could have been a catastrophe, right? They could have had some sort of population that got wiped out, like an Atlantis type of thing. It could have had maybe some giant war. Japan's a warring country. They love to fight. Despite their appearance now, their history says otherwise. And, they could have had great swaths of knowledges. Maybe it wasn't even a national Japanese language. It could have been a language long before there was a Japan. And maybe there was, like, a regional people that had, like, languages and dialects that started to write stuff down, and they got wiped out by some other brutish tribe. Completely possible. We just don't have any evidence of it. So, I made an orange kimono with an embroidered Leaf Village symbol on the back in college for a friend of mine. I wanted more than anything. I wanted to wear it to school. I'm such a freaking dweeb. I wanted, what do they call the group that, is it Itachi? Yeah, it's Itachi. What is that group he's in? It's like the black with the red clouds that everyone wears at conventions. What the heck is that called? I forgot. So did Naruto kill this dude or just beat the hell out of him? This would be the earliest kill in, like, show history. No, just beat the hell out of him. Okay, fair enough. Naruto's what got me into shonen. I would say Naruto's definitely what got me into shonen. Because I watched this and Inuyasha and Bleach all kind of at the same time. Those types of shows. I only stuck with Naruto long term. And then after I got really into Naruto and I caught up at the time. This is pre-time jump. I caught up. I was like, I need to watch more stuff like this. And I started Googling shows like Naruto, and then that's when, some of the realizations that, oh, this is like its own art form. Akatsuki, that's it. Yep. Literally red cloud. I thought ski is like moon, right? Cloud is a different word. It should be red moon, right? Oh no, it's that word. I've seen this kanji, but I've never actually learned it. I mean, I learned it in remembering the kanji. It's daybreak, but literally meaning dawn or daybreak. But do you have the actual word? Can you not give me the weeaboo definition? Can you tell me what the word is? You know what? I have a dictionary. It's not on screen, but it's on my phone. It's fine. Sorry, one sec. Uno momento, por favor. Dawn, daybreak. Could also be used as no akatsuki, meaning in the event of, occasion or occurrence. So kind of like a signee type of grammatical deal. Yeah, so it's used like, so you could do tozen no signee, tozen no akatsuki. Fair enough. Dawn or daybreak. That's cool. I dig it. Yeah, it's weird. It's one of those kanjis that you just don't see very much. And I've seen it before. I'm sure I've looked it up. But if I have, it's been a very long time. Ronnie Saris, hey Chad, I've done some research on immersion schools in Japan and mixed results. Are you aware of any decent places? I want to try and not use any English. I'm able to allocate 3 months only. So Ronnie, my suggestion, and I can only speak for my city. I've done 3 different language schools in Fukuoka. 2 of them, most of the language schools you're going to see, if they have a lot of English on their website, are like, you're only going to get English speakers, and they're all going to use English outside of class, and it's a nightmare. It's really bad. In fact, if you would like, Ronnie, there's a link to the Discord down below. There's a girl right now that, you know, me and her have been talking for a long time. She's a good friend of the channel. She's in Japan now at a language school, and she can tell you, pretty much everyone just uses English outside of the classroom. Frankly, you'd get a better education if you just went to Japan and not gone to that school. But I do have one suggestion for you. Let me send you a link. It's YMCA. By the way, I think all the major cities' YMCAs have a similar program to this. It's literally the YMCA, what, the Young Men's, is it the Young Men's whatever Christian or Association? I don't know, the YMCA, that song. YMCA. The school that I went to was Fukuoka. These guys very rarely promote to English-speaking foreigners. The vast majority of the people that they bring in are from China, Thailand, and all the language that they use are Chinese. So, yes, it's not Japanese outside the classroom, but at least it's not English. And I actually found that to be really, really nice. So let me send you, they have an English page. I'll just send you the English page. I'll send you a Japanese one if you want, but you could just change it at the top. My assumption is you're probably not reading this in Japanese, but I don't want to presume. And the courses were great. It was very intense, very, very intense. There's 2 schools in Fukuoka. Most cities have a YMCA. Big cities have a version of this. So wherever you want to go, you can do that, guy. Did anyone here go to post-secondary in Japan? I didn't, other than language schools. I'm thinking about doing a doctorate in only Japanese now. Like, going to Japan after I finish graduate school. I graduate in probably a year and, like, 3 semesters. I think 3 quarters, whatever. Might be 2, depending on how slow I have to go. Great, thanks. Happy to help, Ronnie. And if you need any more help, obviously, throughout the week, you can comment. I always read them. Discord's also very quick. I get back to that pretty quick, too. But that YMCA was really good. And it's, like, people aren't really talking about schools like this because they're not popular to go to. Because they're not, they're not really marketed to an English-speaking, you know, group of people. In fact, when I went there, they didn't have an English page. They had Japanese, Korean, like, simplified, and then advanced, some other type of Chinese. And then I think like Vietnamese or Thai or something. I don't know. But it was a good experience. I liked it there. And if you guys are looking to go to any particular city, type in YMCA and you can do Nihongo Kosu. Wait, I can't do it because I don't really know how to use. God, I hate this. I don't really know how to use the kanji on my PC. I can on my Mac if I was streaming on my Mac. Type in the YMCA of whatever city you're going to and type that in. A lot of them have this program. It's like, most of them will be like a YMCA. It'll be like Kokusai, so international, and then Senta, so center. Pretty simple. Alrighty, let's go on to episode 2, everybody. Come on! Come on! Hold on, I'll set the timer when it starts, because there's always like ads. One sec, we will stop this. There we go. All right, just give it a sec. I gotta wait for this ad to go through. I can easily watch Naruto now, but I can't watch One Piece. That show is silly. You know what's weird? The first couple episodes of One Piece didn't do it for me. I honestly was like, I think I was like 5 in, and I was like, I'm starting to understand, but I don't fully get it. And then I think like 20 or 25 in, I was like, I love this show. And I've been hooked ever since. Bring on episode 2. It started. Hold on. Sorry. It started. Okay. You guys only be off by like a second. Oh, that old intro. Hugga! Hugga! Oh, I love Naruto, man. I'd prefer to just hang in local communities, etc., and learn organically, but realistically, unless I find a native speaker who doesn't speak English, it's hard to advance, and locals won't correct. Locals are correct if you build a relationship with them and ask them to. It took me, I'll level with you, it did take me a while to convince a lot of my friends to, you know, to actually talk to me and, like, correct me, because they wanted so badly. One sec, I'll finish my thought. They wanted so badly to accommodate me, to be like, you know, he doesn't speak Japanese very good, which is true. Everyone starts from not speaking very good. Let's try and speak English. Maybe we'll make him feel at home. When really all I wanted was for them to, you know, talk to me in Japanese. And then if I messed up, tell me how to make it right. I probably had to hang out with them every day for like almost half a year, probably pretty close to 6 months, because the semester was starting back again. And then they finally were like, okay, we'll just speak to you in Japanese. And it was the best investment I ever made. Like, it cost me $0 to hang out with those guys, and they always want to hang out. Whenever I'm in Japan, I have to go, guys, I need a break. Because every night they're like, okay, Chad, we're skating over here. You're showing up. And then if I say no, they bang on my door because they know where I live. They're like, Chad, we're freaking going out. Come on, dude. So, best investment I ever made. Best, and great teachers. $5. Thanks for the feedback. Ronnie, again, tips never necessary. I will give information for free. If I know it, because I won't BS you if I don't know it, I'll say I don't know. But if I know it, I'm happy to give information away. By the way, Daniel, sorry, I just saw your $20. Thank you so much. Both you guys, I appreciate it. Pokemon fan who tipped earlier, thank you all so much. I appreciate it. My name is Konohamaru. Oh, man. Come on, baby. Konohamaru! Best show! Oh, I love that. I actually wanted to do my school pictures like that. My mom vetoed it so hard. I was like, Mom, can you do makeup on me for school pictures? And she was like, what? And I showed her that, and she goes, no, of course not, because she's a good mom. Ooh. Ninja registration forms. Gosh, it's so cool to be able to read all that stuff now. Oh, this takes me so far back. Is my timer going? It is. Good. By the way, Daniel, just a heads up, I am not going for another week to check out my my PO box. And I know your wife wanted to send something, just in case if she does end up sending it. I know you want it to be a surprise. Can you let me know so it doesn't sit there for like a couple days? If it's food or whatever, because that's happened before. Someone's like, did you get my thing? And I went there and it was a cake and it was like not good to eat anymore. Just let me know. If not, I don't care. But if she already sent something, just let me know if it, like, send me a Discord, be like, hey, Chad, have you checked your mailbox in the last, little bit? And that it'll be a hint for me to go check. I just checked it, so that's why I'm not going to get there for another week. Ugh. I'd feel so bad if I show up and whatever it is like, it's been sitting there for a while. That's not ideal. You guys know it. Oh, and I miss his headband. You know what? I wish I had everything spoiled for me. I haven't finished Naruto at all. Some really mean person in the community purposefully wrote a bunch of comments on my channel to spoil it. This was like right when I started YouTube. It was like 4 years ago. But it made me not want to finish it because I was so sad and so heartbroken. Date. See, that was a date. You guys heard that one. As long as you're listening to it in Japanese. And also, if I were your mom, I'd be like, heck yeah, let me make you a hat too. Yeah, I'm happy my mom didn't do that because I would regret it now and feel like weeb trash. But what are you going to do? And I'm going to put one out for the Snapchat. One out for the Snapchat, boys. Oh, wow, he's very polite. I mean, he's polite in the English version, too, but he's speaking, like, the way... If you guys ever watch, like, old shogunate movies from, like, the 60s, 70s, and 80s in Japanese, he's speaking the way that they speak. Very, very polite. Oh, bro, it'll take a minute to get set. Okay, I just want to make sure. I knew you had something, and I was like, crap, I just checked it. So I just want to let you know, I'm not... Until, so what is today? Friday, right? I don't normally check it on Fridays, but I was like 8 or 9 days from my last checking because I'm a bad boy. Oh, no, it's Saturday. I won't be checking it again till at least Thursday. Thursday's when I check it, so I just wanted to let you know. I made it better late than ever. Mystery Dago, welcome. You better be freaking watching this, Mystery. You better be watching this. This is a classic. Naruto Season 1, Episode 2, my name is Konohamaru. If you guys are watching, you're not watching it with us, you need to be, because I don't like watching shows by myself. I need friends. Come on, guys. I'm so alone over here. That's another fun one. Dakara toite. I get lectured a lot. My friend Minori always gives me a lot of lectures because I do stuff that's very inappropriate in Japan because I know if she's with me, it'll get under her skin. Like I'll leave my chopsticks stuck in, and I'll like look at people while they're eating. I'll make like big eyes just because she's eating with me. I know she hates it. And oh god, she lectures me like freaking like no one's business. Riding my bike home from work. No mystery. Well, I kind of wish I could play like music or something, but this is YouTube. Not a lot I can do about that. However, if you would like after this mystery, I'm going to be playing Minecraft till about midnight my time, so like 2 hours. And I could use all the help I could get in Minecraft if anyone out here is very good at Minecraft. I'm dying a lot trying to get this blaze farm going, and I could really use some people to help me out. I'll let you know when we send it. No worries, Daniel. Just, again, it was just a heads up. Yeah, he speaks exactly like how I would expect him to speak in Japanese, which is cool. Like, I've never ever, if you guys aren't aware, maybe you're a new tuner in, I've never watched the old episodes of Naruto in Japanese, ever. I, basically when the show caught up, I started watching it with subtitles, but before that I was watching it in English because I wasn't studying Japanese, I was a kid. And I was like, I'm just gonna watch it in English. Oh, is this a commercial? Gosh, so I even have an ad blocker on, and Crunchyroll's getting through it. And to let you guys know how many freaking, like, ads this site has, I pretty much only use this PC for YouTube, obviously to, like, stream, to put this out, Twitch, which doesn't really have any ads, and then whatever we're watching the anime on every week. That's really all I use this for. And my blocker alone has blocked 46,933 ads just from that. From me streaming on YouTube and Twitch, from like Crunchyroll and Viz and those things. And then, well, that's it, really. Yeah, which is crazy. Oh my gosh. I love Minecraft, but I'm trash at it. B, if it makes you feel better, so am I. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm watching like a step-by-step YouTube tutorial on how to make a blaze spawner. And the things that work in there are working for me, because it's like as long as you have a cross of torches, then the blazes won't spawn. So I do that, and then they keep spawning. So I like every inch of the floor is covered in torches. Finally, they stop spawning, and then I start digging down, and then they start spawning again. I'm like, you know what? This is a dumb game. What is a crunch? I have no idea what a crunch is. It's probably a meme I'm not getting, but that happens a lot to me. You know what's weird? I think, is this the Dragon Slayer or is this Shield Hero? No, this is newer. Oh, this is To the Abandoned Sacred Beasts. That show doesn't look very good. Dun 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 dun. Just wait, we're gonna get copyright just from me saying that. Dun 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 dun. Isn't this like the best like walking around town music ever made in anime? Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. You guys know exactly the one I'm singing too. It's everyone knows this song. It's like this one and then that Naruto song that people turned into a sad meme. Like if something bad happens, they play the sad music. Oh, I was listening to this before the stream started, by the way. If anyone likes good music, there you go. Very good band. Coheed and Cambria is super good. I was just listening to the song. It pulled up out of nowhere, and I was like, oh my gosh, so nostalgic. So you guys should come hang out. You guys should check it out if you like good music. Gosh, the art style is just so nice. I kind of wish that Naruto kept up with like the fun vibe. Like I understand there's serious moments, but even in the original Naruto, there's serious moments and there's fun. And for some reason, when we went to Shippuden, it just didn't. It stopped being super kind of whimsical and lighthearted, and then it moved, I don't know, a bit more to the serious side. A lot of shows do that as they go along. Bleach did that. The nice thing is, even One Piece is still pretty fun. Like, it's still very, very fun for how serious it gets. Oh, it's a great song. I know. It is a good song. Freaking Coheed and Cambria is like one of the best things on the face of the earth. Naruto had to grow up. He can grow up, but you can have him grow up and still have him maintain, like, the show, I should say, the vibe of the show. Not that he's not growing up. But you see how this is? This is kind of, like, goofy and, like, lighthearted. The colors are really bright, and then the later shows kind of brought down the color palette. Bro, Coheed is my favorite band. I knew I liked you for a reason, Daniel. I knew it. I knew you had good taste in music. You know how many people, I was a concert promoter for, like, 6 years. I booked thousands of bands. I was booking concerts 4 days a week. And, you know how many people I knew didn't know Coheed and Cambria? Like, I get it. It was, I was doing that from, like, 2011. 2010, 2011 to, like, close to 2016. And, freaking nobody knew about him. And they knew about all of the weird, obscure, like, hardcore metal bands I knew. But they didn't know about, like, one of the most raw, talented people I've ever seen. But if the show is through his vibe and how he saw the world, I don't think the show needs to be strictly through his vibe. And obviously, I'm not making the show. They can make their own decisions. But they did 200 episodes of this, like, brighter color, this lighter feel. It's the same problem I kind of have watching the Harry Potter books. They got, like, the color palette got muted as it kept going, and it got darker and darker and darker. And, I don't know. I liked Harry Potter, and I'm still reading it, and I still like the books, and I still like the movies. But I would have liked it to maintain that kind of Sorcerer's Stone, bright funness. It just, the world's dark enough. I don't freaking need it to always be, you know. Oh my gosh, I forgot they're going into the girl side of the onsen. I forgot they put this on a TV show. Are they actually gonna let him in? Well, the girls are freaking out. Oh, they recognized him. He needs to not be in that one shirt. I knew about Coheed and Cambria. I used to listen to all sorts of weird stuff. It's weird. One sec. They're not even, like, weird. They're just super talented and kind of, like, hard to pin down. Not in a Tool way. Well, I guess kind of in a Tool way. Tool's very hard to nail down. None of the bands I like come to Canada. It's full on depressing. I've toured one city in Canada when I was with a band. And it was like a pop over and back. A lot of bands don't have, like, not visas, what do they call them? Passports? I've only seen Billy Talent. That sounds fun. And 21 Pilots. Both those sound fun. 21 Pilots puts on a cool live show. When I say Coheed is my favorite band, I always get asked who's that. Yet nobody knows Coheed and Cambria. And then if you're wearing, like, a Coheed and Cambria t-shirt, people would think it's like a crazy, like, slam metal band, right? Because all of Coheed's shirts are, like, or at least they're old shirts. I don't know about them now. Let's see if their merch is still like this. One sec. Coheed Cambria. We'll do merch. I forgot to add that merch. Their old stuff was all, like, this crazy, like, it had, like, the crazy black metal font and stuff. No, these are all pretty fair. These aren't as metal as they were when I was up. I remember this shirt, the Love Colossus shirt, the one with the Kraken. I remember buying that at the merch stand at the Marquee. And you know what? We're at the Marquee. The Marquee Theater holds, like, 500 people. And it had maybe 100 people there, and Coheed was playing, and I was like, where are people? This is like, They rocked. They played so hard and so passionately. You would have thought that place was, just from the energy the crowd got, you would have thought that place was completely packed to the rafters. Had like 100 people there. Oh, it's so crazy, man. I cannot believe that. I'm getting upset thinking about it. I remember this Coheed shirt. Gosh, I wish I had Coheed shirts. I must have got rid of them over the years, and I freaking shouldn't have, because they're just a powerhouse. They're so freaking talented. This anime commercial's super loud. I love, what was it, Lacuna Coil? Their song's like a lullaby to me. Let's see, look, I might not be pronouncing it right, but I'm reading this. Lacuna, is it it might be Lacuna Coil. They kind of look like a black metal band, at least in these pictures. I don't listen to a lot of black metal. I listened to a lot more in high school when I was like a super band head. But I don't listen to much of it now. Maybe, it looks like maybe a female vocalist. Hey, they were on tour with All That Remains. I do know All That Remains. So that's pretty cool. So I don't get rid of anything. Yeah, I'm someone who needs stuff to be like kept and put away a lot of the time. The one exception is laundry. My laundry is everywhere. Would have been awesome to see Linkin Park. Yeah, that sucks. I never got to see Linkin Park with Chester. I've seen a lot of videos, and I've been a fan of Linkin Park since, you know what's weird? My first exposure to Linkin Park was, I was watching anime music videos without realizing they were anime music videos. And they would take Naruto and they would put it over Linkin Park songs. And that was the very first experience I had with Linkin Park. And I was like, this song's really good. Who is this? And it was Linkin Park. Tool is certainly weird. I like Tool, and I know how to appreciate them. But if you take someone who is not like a super music head, right? Like someone who is like really into the appreciation of what goes on in songwriting and like constructing albums and how to like tell a story through the whole thing. I don't think a lot of people would really appreciate Tool the way that I do, or the way that a lot of Tool fans do. Tool is one of those bands that you have to really appreciate music to be like super on board with Tool a lot of the time. Last Linkin Park concert I went to, Coheed played before them. Are you kidding me? You actually saw Linkin Park and Coheed. Holy crap. Yeah, Coheed's crazy, man. They're so talented. Have you guys heard their acoustic stuff? Look, hold on. I'm going to send you something from their acoustic stuff. They are so good, even acoustically. It sounds like flawless. You couldn't tell the difference if this was studio or not. Here. Give that a listen. First time I saw them, it was at a mall in California. You saw them in a mall? It was right after Comic-Con one year. It was just a random show they were there. Maybe 200 people. Crazy, right? The energy. That's the thing I always remember from their shows. That is a sick 2-in-1. No joke. There's a couple shows I've had like that where I've been like, that was so crazy to think that those bands played together. I remember one of the shows that I booked. It was For Today, August Burns Red, Sleeping Giant, and I think... What was that? It was some genty band. What was it? It was, it was A Plea for Purging. So it was For Today, August Burns Red, and then it was A Plea for Purging, and then Sleeping Giant was opening. And to think that I only had to pay $10 to see that. Right now, if you go, Chad, all those bands are coming back because they're all broken up. Well, I think August Burns Red actually got back together. They might be together now. But all those bands on that tour is coming back together, and they're playing that same set. Like, they're playing those songs. What would you pay? I would pay $200 to go see that now. That's, like, the fact... I felt like I was robbing them, that I only paid... that people were... I was charging $10 tickets to have people see that. I can't believe it. I think there's fireworks going on outside. That's why I had to stop for a sec. I was like, what? I don't know if you guys have ever done really cool bands. How's the anime going? It's good. We're on episode 2. We are on the last streak of it. We are 16 minutes in. My thing says 20. We're 16 minutes in. Just because of commercials and stuff. But I love the anime. We got sidetracked because we were talking about really good bands. Sorry about that, Henry. Didn't mean to bring you in on a weird note. I drained my account for a trip to Japan just to see One OK Rock and Maximum the Hormone. Maximum the Hormone, I gotta say, a lot of the live videos I've seen have made me concerned, but I think all of the Maximum the Hormone live videos I've seen were not from the band. They were from like phones and stuff, and it just didn't look very good, which is my own fault. That's so funny. Oh, I love this show. But One OK Rock, actually, I mean, they came in Japan. If I wanted a ticket, it would be over $100. But in America, they played the Gothic, or no, they played was it the Buell Theater? Which theater did they play? Yeah, it was the Buell Theater, which is not that many people, and I think they were charging $30 tickets. So I freaking should have gone then, but I didn't get it. I didn't get a chance. Maximum's heavy stuff is why you should go. Their heavy stuff is so good. Like, do I still have that? Let me. I don't think I have it anymore on my playlist. Oh, I do. No, I don't know if I have that song. It's the one that's like, it's like Korekara something. Crap, what's that song called? Because it's probably region locked. That might be why. I'll grab it when I'm back in Japan and I'll post it in the raid. Hooba Stank. That's kind of a weird combo. POD was fun. Gosh, that would have been a fun. Daniel, am I the only person that misses like early 2000s? Like weird, it's not even emo, it's like pop punk, kind of the stuff that was on like MTV type of vibe. Oh, I miss that music. I just came back from my extra class. Well, Yoko, I'll be on the Minecraft server here in a bit once we're done. Maximum the Hormone, love them. Want to see them? Gesu no Kimi wa Otome, and I hate Romanji's so weird. Gatsu Totsu Kotsu. I don't know. If those are bands, I don't know them. But I do know Maximum's heavy stuff is awesome. Bandmade keeps me going. What's Bandmade? I don't know that one. Bandmade. I love when people give me new bands to look up. Is it band? 2 words, right? Bandmade. This looks like what is that? What is that girl band where there's 3 of them? Who is this, like a metal band? It's like heavy rock. They're wearing maid outfits though. I mean, they're like heavy rock type of stuff, hard rock. I guess you'd call that heavy rock. Like that's a thing. What's up? What's up, people will always be my favorite. I just remembered I found those bands through your playlist. Oh, really? Yeah, that playlist has helped a lot of people, I think. I got to go to Sweden twice to see Batar. I actually know the vocalist. He's like a personal friend of mine. Indigo's like... It's weird how that works. Indigo's like an actual personal friend of mine. They're the only band that's ever made music specifically for the Tekken series. Yeah, I remember him telling me about that. Gosh, that's weird that you know Batar. A lot of people don't know them. What do you know? Just remembered, okay, sorry, I'm trying to keep up. What's up, people? Okay, let's see what that is. What's up, people? By the way, that's the end of the show. I'm going to take that out of my ears because that's loud. Oh, it's a Maximum the Hormone song. That's why it didn't sound like that. So I've been going to a bunch of cool restaurants. There's a, what was that? Pieology right near my apartment. I don't know what that is. One sec. I don't know what that is. Is it like paella? Like the rice dish? Paella. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's like a pizzeria. Oh, that's cool. I love pizza. Subway, but with pizza. Hell yeah. I missed 3 Days Grace too. Oh man, like Papa Roach era? Come on, guys. Bro, I was in high school, so I absolutely missed that. I was in high school back then too. Yes. My friend, I was in high school in 2008. I was at Warped Tour in 2008. Why not? Baby Metal, that was the one. And also his bands were all together for, gosh. Can you believe how, like, stinking blessed we were to have those bands? Anyways, I gotta end this because I could talk about music all day, but real quick, if you just want to help the channel, leave a like down below. It really does help. YouTube algorithm stuff. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or compliments, even after watching this, when this is over, feel free to leave a comment down below. I do read all of them. If this was fun, you can always catch me on Twitch. I stream Thursdays and Fridays. In fact, I'll probably stream a bit after this. You can also subscribe to my channel. You'll get these Saturday live streams, and you'll get my Wednesday videos. And if you hit the notification button, you'll actually get updated when they upload. That's really about it. I don't have any right now news for the book right now. I'm super blessed where I'm at. I had a good day. I hope you guys had a good day too. I don't need to keep selling you people and stuff. Yeah, I think I'm going to end it there, and I'm going to hop over. If you guys would like, real quickly, I'll send you, if anyone wants to, obviously, you don't have to. We're playing on, this is the Discord for the Minecraft server I'm playing on. If you guys want to come hang out in Discord, you can talk to me on voice. We could play some Minecraft. Maybe help me make a little bit of a, you know, a little bit of a blaze farm. I'm not saying you have to. I'm just saying it would help. All right. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I love doing this. This is like one of my favorite things to do during the day. What do I always say? Love hard, love deep, and I will see you all next week. Bye-bye.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me. Make it last forever. Stop in time. Yeah, I'm surrounded.